Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Into the Toy Box. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. We got a bunch of people backstage, so I'm going to go ahead and bring out our co-host, Beta Ray Bob.
Hey,
Hey, Bob, how you
what's
doing?
up? Good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm glad we're doing this show tonight. We got a bunch of people in
Mhm.
the lobby.
Yeah, a lot of great creators.
Have you had a good week?
Yeah, it's been an all right week.
Good deal. Good deal.
Had Halloween and today's Day of the Dead. So happy Day of the Dead, everybody.
Yes, and more, I guess, importantly or whatever, it's time change. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the good one at least. So it's like
Oh, yeah.
you're not waking up and it's like an hour earlier. You know what I'm saying? So that's at
Mm.
least a
Well, it's
good
the good
thing.
one for us. When I went outside to put out the cat food, the roaming cat that hangs out around my house was out looking at me like, "You're late." I'm like, "No, I'm not
Yeah,
late. Humans
yeah,
just do crazy stuff with time, and you don't comprehend that because you're a cat."
that's right. That's right. Cats, they're on their own time, Bob.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Um, yeah, anyway. All right. Well, hey, we're going to start bringing people out
Yeah.
because, I'm sure they're chomping at the bit coming out. So we're having the World Makers Consortium sit with us tonight. It's
Mhm.
pretty much a catch up episode since I haven't seen those guys in a while. It's been a minute since I've been on the
Yeah.
show. So I thought I'd have them on our show and we could like chat with them and see what's been going on. Um,
Sounds good.
in no particular order, I'm just going to bring them out one at a time. Rad Toys Galaxy,
Hey.
what's up, man?
What's going on, Toyboxians, or whatever you call your crew there? I don't know.
Yeah,
But
we
yeah,
are.
it has been a minute. Still,
It has been a minute. Yeah, I
left
think
in
I
our
was.
chat though. You're still in our WMC chat. So.
Oh, I'm nice, man, nice. I mean, I actually got to sneak on a show, but you were, I think, at a show, a
Yeah,
couple
we
weeks
were playing like a
ago.
big show. We finally got the footage back from that, so we'll be putting up editing that, putting it up on the band's channel very shortly here. But yeah, it's good to be here, and yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, another member, everybody knows,
Hey.
What's going
Famine.
on, everybody?
What's up?
What's
What
up?
is up?
Into the Toy Box universe, if you haven't met me before, I am Famine, and
Mhm.
member, one of the co-hosts of WMC, and I've got my own page, Famine Studios, and we have some fun. So it's good to be here with Brian and be back with Bob. And I think I've seen Rad before. I think we may have worked together on a project once or twice.
Couple times. I think you were actually Brian was the first guest on World Makers Consortium, and Famine was our second guest, and then you guys ended up being on the show.
That's how I met you. That's right.
He was just stockpiling guests from the very jump when he found
Mhm.
it. He was like,
It
okay.
was weird, dude. When I went back, I was like, "Oh shit, it's kind of creepy." I guess whatever.
Creepy in a good way.
Oh yeah. I did a little bit of stalking. You know how it is. Like,
All right.
stuff.
We
Talking
got a
among
couple
friends.
more coming. So Fat Red Food.
Hey.
Hey,
What's up, everybody?
what's up?
What's
Thanks
up,
for
Rad?
having me.
Thanks for being on. How you doing tonight?
I'm sorting. You can see I'm sitting on the floor. Numa City is not my background as usual. I'm literally going through and separating bins with parts and figures and accessories. So
Mhm.
this is what I'm doing. I thought I would stop in and say what up.
He's
On a
actually sitting.
video?
He's actually sitting on the floor because it's getting very cold there, and he had to burn his chairs for warmth. Oh,
Dude, it is so warm in this basement. In the summertime, I feel like I have to bundle up like it's winter, and then in the wintertime, it's like I have to have like Hawaiian shirts and shorts and sandals because I'm just roasting because the furnace is literally right here.
Oh, nice.
So-
At least you're warm,
Okay.
bro. At least you're
Okay.
warm.
Yeah.
All right, and
At least you
last
have a
but not
basement.
least, Abby.
What's up, people?
Hey,
What's up, Abby?
What's up, Abby?
that's so cool.
Thanks for being on.
Thanks for having me, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I saw a little bit of your live, I guess, on was it Friday night, maybe?
Yep.
With your
And then some toys.
dinos. So anyway, Those are pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
I have to sort of live vicariously through you with those because I just can't collect every line that I want to. So, anyway.
And I didn't realize that you have been doing lives kind of all along. I've never done a live by myself, so I that's why I made those comments on your live. I was like, "Congrats!" And you're like, "Dude, I've done this before." I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, that's why I'm just learning.
My
I just
bad.
want to save them. I'm like, meh.
I'm just learning about Abby's lives tonight for the first time. So yeah,
I don't do it very often. Just when I get a
Yeah,
button
yeah.
controllers.
I'll have to check them out. I don't know. I never went over there.
Well, anyway, thank you all for being here tonight. We're gonna, I guess, let's get Bob. I guess we're going to do our usual stuff and get with the chat and say hello to everyone.
Good friends here.
Ooh,
Bjorn's with us.
Bjorn,
Bjorn.
What's up, Bjorn?
Got Ian.
Bjorn.
Oh,
Ian.
C.H.
Ian?
Anthony. Grr.
Ant.
What's up, Ant?
What up, Ant?
See, I saw some other folks pop in, but they oh, here we go. Macon Hicks is joining us. Hey,
Hey,
What's
What's
dude?
up?
what's up?
Making Hicks 426, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Let's-
Nebula.
What's up, Nebula?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, Nebula?
What's up, Nebula?
Making Hex, his racer for our death race challenge is still one of my favorite vehicles.
Yeah, he's great with
Kills it with the vehicles.
Oh yeah,
droids and those vehicles and stuff, and it's
For sure.
awesome.
Hang on. Oh, hey, my small world.
Hey,
What's up,
everybody.
Samurai?
Zamo.
Thanks for watching.
And hang on, we're not done. Jerry's here with us.
Hey, geez.
What's up?
Jerry.
Jerry.
What's up, Jerry?
Hey.
I can just say,
Michael,
hey, Michael. I can just say pretty much, Timbo. what's up?
Oh,
I'd say pretty much, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. Most everybody in this chat pretty much did customer 2 of or more of Victober, and everybody killed it this year. So that was awesome to see. Yep, very cool stuff. We're gonna probably have a Figtober wrap up, and I haven't figured out yet. It's either gonna be next week or the week after. And brace yourselves, it's gonna be a long episode because
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot of. We're not showing everything, but we're showing a lot. So it's like if you fail to see any of the 7,000 Figtober action figures that people created for the month of October, come on, get your popcorn, pull up in a cozy chair, and we'll have you a good watching time for that.
And you can hop on Instagram and use the Bigtober 2025 search phrase and whatnot.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
No. If you're doing the search, don't use the hashtag.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Used to you needed the
Just-
hashtag, and now it's like you don't need it. So
It drives me crazy how they changed it. It was cool when you could sort by like time frame and stuff back in the day.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like
Good times.
I swear it seems like Instagram changes something up like every 2 months to where it's just like constantly have to keep just messing with it just so you get used to it. And then next thing you know, it's like, well, this is not doing what it used to do, 2 months ago or whatever, It's
To justify their employment, if they had a stagnant product that worked every time, then there'd be no reason to have all these people. But if you keep innovating and updating and moving the product forward and rolling out point 1, point 2, point 3, you justify your employment. The stock numbers go up, the shareholders are happy, and the audience keeps talking about your item.
Yeah, it's
Usually
something.
you want positive.
we're trying
Comments
to
to
make
the
things
audience.
we're trying to make things more intuitive by making it not intuitive.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, most people just want to look at pictures on Instagram for the most part. They can definitely watch video, but it's like most people go there to look at pictures. It's not that, it's not rocket science, Hey, look at there. Hey,
Oh,
John.
Zilla, there he is. What's up?
It's not rocket surgery.
Man?
Well.
Yeah.
What's up,
Rocket
Zilla?
surgery. or science or whatever. Let's see here.
Science, whatever, you know.
Oh,
All right. So, hey, I guess we'll go ahead and have a few pictures that some people sent in, and we'll go through that and just kind of chit chat. So we'll just go with the ones, Rad. I guess I got yours
Oh,
first.
I get to go first.
Yeah, you get to go first.
Ooh.
Fancy.
So I did a ton of that.
Dope.
I did a bunch on this today. I hung like decorative shields on those flagstone walls and stuff like that. And it's like now kind of where that on the far left where that wood piece is, that's kind of like a small armory in there and stuff now. So,
Okay.
This is the Legion build that you're working on, right?
A little bit closer.
so that's all those blocks are like from those like little kid sets you can get from the dollar store. It has like triangles.
Nice. Yes.
I just did that, and then I bought a ton of those like corner shelf plate organizers for your cupboards, and that's what all the floors are, and like a lot of that shit.
Nice.
This is 3D.
How long have you been working on this, Rad?
Oh, dude, it's been about 3 weeks now, but I've been putting in like probably at least 4 or 5 hours. I think I put 6 hours in on it one day.
Yeah.
And then I think tomorrow, because I'm off work, if I put like another 8 hours in it, like most of it will be ready to put figures.
Starboy, what's up?
Yeah, so huge, the big update
cool.
video coming tomorrow for this diorama, anyways. That's for sure.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad that you collect. I think we were talking about it before the show started. I'm glad that you collect mythical legions because I don't have to, because you do, and so I can kind of like get my fill of them by looking at your stuff, because it's like I just don't need another rabbit hole to go down. Like most of us.
You see, I made like when I decided to get into legions and like that 1/12 like fantasy line, like I'd stopped collecting. Like I'm done, like totally done with McFarlane. I've got my Justice League. I've got my Batman figures. I'm done with totally done with Transformers, like completely. I only kept like the original like season 1 and 2 cast of figures and sold everything else off, which actually came in really handy for funding my Mythic Legions.
I bet.
Thing now, so yeah, I've put all my Transformers money like back in the Mythic Legions, and yeah, now I'm just kind of like, I think it's like probably two figures every couple or 3 weeks, which runs me, if I pay retail, it's $112 for 2 figures for me.
Yeah.
So,
Gross.
It's
in the background of this one, Abby sent me this little fire pit that works with tea lights. So I painted it up, and you can like kind of faintly see it back there in the Goblin Cave. So
nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tim, I agree.
Yeah.
But if there's going to be one of those lines that I go into, it's probably going to be Cosmic Legions, just because, man, I just love it. I love sci-fi, man. I mean, I love fantasy. Don't get me wrong, but I love some sci-fi, and I love the direction that they're going. And I know that it's just going to be like, I know we do mostly 1/18 stuff in this scale, and for this, for a lot of us and stuff, but it's like,
because it's the correct scale.
Yeah, I know within a couple of years of having that, line going, that they're going to be really putting out some like super great stuff. Like the stuff we're seeing now, it's great, it's cool looking, but like in another couple of years or something, I think it's going to be like next level, and it's going to be like,
these guys. I love these Goblin figures. Like I think that I can't remember if that's Snag or Swig or whatever, but I think
Swig, right?
I got Snag from Abby and Abley. And I got I think King Noglin or whatever too from her. And like I love the Goblins, man. They're so
cool. I will say this: I've got a few but Mythic Legions. I don't have very many, but I just kind of pick and choose some occasionally. And so this one's like one of my favorite ones that I got. It's basically the Stinkor Um,
Oh,
so
I love
Tribute.
that figure, man. That's an awesome figure.
yeah, I love this one because I never got him, but the Thistlethorn figure that basically came with this one, where it was like the brown. I
Mhm.
missed out on him, and if they ever do like an All Stars and they re-release Thistlethorn, I am 100% going to buy him
Well,
because
that new imp scale
Yeah,
figure,
he's a good one.
that new imp scale figure has a head like that on it. That little fox, dude.
Mhm.
I
That
pre
one's super cute.
yeah, I pre-ordered that whole wave like with the werewolf.
the winter scale or whatever the
Oh, that's a new imp scale, so they have like an
oh
actual imp, and he's got like a bunch of booze and stuff that he comes
gotcha
with.
gotcha
And then they got this little cute fox, dude, and that's the one I got. And there's a polar
yeah
bear and like the
oh
were-
yeah.
the
I mean,
were-
don't get me wrong,
dude,
the
they had
figures
that's a
are
werewolf.
awesome to look at and stuff like that, and it's like I'm just it's just I am too far along with what I'm doing right now, and I occasionally buy one of those or I buy something of a different scale just to kind of break up the monotony of the small scale and stuff, just because I like
Mhm.
a great figure is a great figure no matter the scale, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, and but the value that you get with the Four Horsemen stuff like is just insane.
Yeah.
Like you get so many like weapons and like little like knife belts and like all this
The
crazy shit.
soft goods are
Oh,
on
dude.
point.
Yeah, man, the
Yeah.
soft goods are amazing. Like
Yeah.
even Swig's got like a wire in his like loincloth thing. Like you make
Right.
like a piece. Yeah, I can't.
When I buy a figure, I do tend to look to see if there is a wire in the loincloth, and that's like a selling point for me. So I get you.
But even the capes, like I think King Noglin's the only one I've seen who doesn't have a wire in his cape. Like,
That's because
Yeah.
he was before they started doing that.
yeah,
He's an early one. He's like the second wave, I think, that they did.
yeah, he's an
Yeah,
awesome figure,
the
man.
goblins and the smaller creatures are ones I kind of like the most, just because I don't know. Just anyway, I just
They
something
have a lot
about
of personality
yeah, pretty much.
in the faces.
So that's a nice build right there.
Yeah.
Brad.
Everyone keeps calling it Castle Radskull.
Nice and very fitting. That tracks.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But yeah, so I got my Cyclops cave underneath. I'm gonna have like a bunch of like dead bodies and skeletons and bullshit in there. But that's
Nice.
like the main goblin stronghold is like in this like old kind of cave castle sort of deal.
Right. That looks awesome. Yeah.
In your reel, Rad. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I was pretty much done.
In your reel, you were showing. Can you go back to that last slide?
Yeah.
Sorry. You had some stuff, some greenery up around the castle, and I saw that some of it looked like it was like actual greenery, and then some of it looked like it was background. Is it all background, and you just have a really good one, or is it like kind of a mix?
Oh, it's the background is like just an Amazon like photo backdrop of like a waterfall and a forest and everything. But
Yeah.
that's like actual like moss and like I put a bit of green paint on stuff and like glued the moss in there. I've actually got, if you kind of see, I'm gonna have a bunch of blood around the Cyclops cave.
There you go.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
But yeah,
It's I can't wait to see you have it all set up and everything with everything the skeletons and all that stuff.
well, see, I always get like carried away too fast. Like I put all the figures in. I'm still working on the background. So this time I'm like putting my foot down. I'm like, no, you're not putting any figures in this thing until it's like totally done and you don't have to screw around afterwards, right? I'm gonna try my best.
For sure. Yeah, do it upright. Do it upright, Rad.
But
I wish I had your patience. I do the same thing.
Well,
There's no way.
I've been kind of setting it up and then taking pictures and like sending some to Toyworks and stuff like that. And then I like, oh, now I got to take everybody out. And then I do my thing. But yeah, the 3D printer has been phenomenal with this project.
Oh, bad.
It looks like it.
So yeah, I've got like a full like blacksmith shop there that I still have to finish painting. I'm gonna put like a cloth roof on it or like a canvas roof on it. Yeah, and then I've got my bar there, which I've already kind of set up, and like that's my like stand-in Conan figure until I get a decent Conan figure. So I got that.
What one was that?
It's a Super 7 one. I got it at like
okay.
I got it out at Target at Port Stanley on the way out of the U.S. last time I was there for like, I think it was like $22 or something like that. So it was on sale.
Well, Conan was kind of a bigger dude anyway, so it's like you can kind of fudge that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's just I want like a better Conan, but that Lady Avalon figure is probably one of my favorite Mythic Legions in the background there. Like she's awesome figure.
Does it have soft goods on it or no?
Yeah, she's got the soft goods loincloth, but
Yeah,
she's,
they have come a long way from their
dude.
earlier beginnings, man. It's like
the
they're
belt, like her axe and everything is just awesome.
yeah, they definitely got that finely tuned with how they're doing stuff. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm assuming you printed this throne as well.
Yeah, actually, so I've got like a little storyline going where the animal warriors of the kingdom, they're like the anthropomorphic animals. They were like enslaved by humanity. So this is like the Lion King, and he sits on like the slave throne or something like that. So he's like the leader of like the animals now after they've gotten their freedom.
That's
Classic
awesome.
humanity.
Dope.
Yeah, typical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
if
I would
humans.
say that I like that line as well. I just like I
Oh, I
said,
love it, dude. It's
I
great.
just can't do them all. I still will buy one occasionally, like probably like once or twice a year or something. I'll potentially grab one that I think looks super cool, And
All
so,
the new ones now they've got like females coming, like the female
right,
coming. But and
yeah.
then there's another one coming. He's like a jackrabbit dude with like a metal arm and shit. Like there's a lot of really cool stuff coming.
Yeah, there was one of them I was
Mhm.
kind of looking at. It was like not a snake, but like a lizard guy or something, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Lana or something. But anyway, yeah.
But I think I've got wave 1 and 2, and I just at Joe Fest I picked up a big gorilla dude.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I will say I wish I'd have picked up more of their the 4-inch figures back when they were
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because those are actually pretty good to put in the scale 1/18 scale, and the heads will pretty much swap off onto most of the TVC figures and stuff like that, and so
Well,
anyway.
and some of the lines I'm supplementing with like my Legion, like for background people or whatever. Like, see, this is a McFarlane Witcher figure. I've
Mhm.
got the TV show Siri that I'm using as like a
Oh,
bartender and like the other one, but there's a few lines that work like really well with Mythic Legions. So, and then again, I'm
Mhm.
like 3D printing, like and this is all like what do they call like 28 millimeter or 38 millimeter like D&D shit. So
right.
this is like I'm blowing this up to like 1/12 from the original 3D print. So it should be like super tiny, but I'm like just like exploding it.
Yeah.
Can you see your resolution loss when you print it like that?
Once in a while, but most prints, no, man. Like this is like a 28 millimeter print. Like you can see, there's like details in the boards and everything. Like I've started leathering it, painting it, and stuff.
Because a lot of the sculptors will sculpt it large and then shrink it, so you don't lose resolution that way. Whereas if you sculpt it tiny and then try and blow it up, you're going to have resolution loss.
Fair enough.
Excellent point.
And
I
then
hadn't thought of that.
yeah, I haven't touched this setup for a while. I do have probably about 15 new Marvel Legends I've got to like put into this. But yeah, here's like another 1/12 insanity in my basement is my Marvel Legends setup.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy
It's like
stuff.
like I said, I'm glad you're doing it because it's like even with Marvel Legends, it's from a comic book collector, it's like I still want to buy some of those occasionally, but I just can't do it. I mean, I still will buy, and I still will buy like a few Spideys here and there just because I like Spider-Man and stuff, but it's just crazy. It's like I have no doubt that before Marvel Legends is done, they will have made every figure that has ever come across the comic book page. I don't care
I
how.
don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't care how
Sure.
what the D scale it was, or D level, or B level, or whatever. They're gonna. I'm telling you, they're gonna do it because it's like as long as if they have the license for at least another couple of years, I think they will. I don't think there will be a figure that they won't make.
I don't think they'll lose a license anytime soon. But I remember like Marvel and comic books being like the first like real thing I was really passionate about. Like I remember like sending my portfolio out to like Marvel and DC and like Dark Horse Comics and like getting like letters back and shit from them, like way back in like the early '90s, and that was like such like a huge part of my life that like the comic book thing's probably never gonna leave my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I've like I said, I know it's not 1/18 scale, but it's like it's still it's the only stuff. It's only some of those lines are the only thing you can get it in is that scale, and so you know.
Yeah,
It'll do.
or yeah.
Um,
Yeah, this is a shot of my basement. Like I don't know. I always try and like capture the scale of it in a picture, but it's like really hard to do that because it's
Right.
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Now, is this like a current shot rat, or is this back when you had like the daisy chain of electrical wires that concerned everybody?
No. This is like a shot I took yesterday. So I
Okay.
am moving some Star Wars shit around right now, just trying to tighten it up a little bit because like I mean like this is like oh my god, how old am I now? I probably never stopped collecting. So this is like 20 plus years of like getting Star Wars figures. And I remember buying like massive boxes of Star Wars figures on eBay for like $40, like back when it like wasn't that cool or whatever, right? So like I just accumulated so much stuff, and for every figure, every Star Wars figure you see here, I probably have like a duplicate or another one in my massive boxes of Star Wars figures. So sometime what I need to do is go through everything and like sell off a whole bunch of like 1/18 stuff. Like, oh my god.
right,
It just got nuts, man. You buy people's collections when they're cheap. Like
right.
obviously prices have gone up since like 10, 15 years ago. But there was times where you would go to a garage sale and get a giant box of Star Wars figures for like $20. Like it
Yeah,
was
you'll
Yeah.
still encounter that, but nowhere near what it used to be.
oh
And it does seem like for whatever reason, Rad, and I don't know if it's just because you're one of the very few Canadian collectors that I know that's buying collections, but it seems like you always have like you go to the flea market or the store or the resale store, and you're like tripping over things that here in the States we just never see. And
and
it's
I
it's
get
Me
interesting to
too,
me the
Ian. Me too,
difference.
bro.
well, I do get lucky sometimes too, because it's like even when I was hanging with Tone and Zilla, like we were just like hanging out. We did the Indiana trip, and then it's like just weird the things like you encounter, and we kind of just joke, oh, it's because Rad's here, whatever, right? Yeah, you just like once in a while, man, you just like
Rad effect.
you just get like hit strike gold, and it's like crazy. You're just like, holy shit.
Yeah, Ian. I'm gonna tell you that if some company would make Forgotten Realms in 1/18th, that would be how I would go. I would start a new fantasy line. Start a new fantasy world if that was the case, because
Oh man,
man, there was a lot of books I read through Drizzt, Dark Elf, and
Mhm.
yeah, I would definitely welcome that. Pretty much.
I'm
That'd be
pretty sure
awesome.
Hasbro has the D&D license.
They
Well,
do,
they-
yeah.
Maybe in this like Hasbro
Did it before,
375.
but
So,
they haven't really done anything besides that. So, anyway.
well, and then this is my my slow growing NECA Predator / McFarlane Predator collection. So, huge fan of this franchise, but it's like definitely like backseat to everything else. Like if I find like one on sale, I'll buy it or something like that, or I like get something when I buy a collection, like whatever. And then there's different things. Like I splurged on the Prey Predator, the whatever he's like translucent,
Right.
covered
Yeah.
in blood. But on my way out, when I was hanging out with a punk with toys, we were at Sergeant Red's, and that just came in through the door through a shipping box, and like Sarge or whatever was like nice enough to open the box. I was like, yeah, I'll buy it, dude. Whatever. You like open up the whole case for me, I'll just buy it off you. So
Nice.
And you still have your Star Wars display set up, right?
oh, dude, yeah, still probably I would say probably 60% of my basement is still Star Wars. Like just
Yeah.
insanity. But yeah, this is a quick shot. I just kind of reorganized my hangar. I've been buying up those what do they call them? Legacy X-wings.
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to fit those all into my hangar and stuff like that. So, but
Yeah, that was an awesome setup you got in there for the Star Wars stuff.
dude,
Mhm.
every time I buy one of these on Kijiji or Marketplace, the wings are on backwards. Like people think they're like airplane wings, where the slope is at the front, and they're always on backwards every time.
You know what that is? Is it's parents pulling their kids' shit out of boxes and putting them together, thinking that that's what they're supposed to do. Because
Yeah,
I've encountered that
probably.
too at the yard sales, and the parents are always like, "Oh yeah, they were in a box, and we just put them
Oh,
together to put it out here." And I'm like, "God damn it! Now I got to carefully pop this apart, make sure that you didn't break the pins off, trying to jam the wings in to sit." I'm
Hey,
like,
Tony.
now I want Hasbro to make them so that they're like, one's a triangle and one's a square for the pegs, so that you know
Right.
which way it goes, so you
yeah,
don't have.
Well, you know, they have that set up for like Hammond collection has that set up for the dinosaur tails. There's
Yeah.
only one way you can put them in there, you know. So it's like you think they would
Well,
do
believe
this.
me, people will find another way.
Yeah, I
There-
snapped those right off because
people
I
out
think they
there.
made them wrong, and I glued them on.
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair
That's
enough.
funny. All right. Well, hey, Rad. So what do you got going on recently, or what do you got going on?
Oh yeah. So like I said,
Going
I've got a
forward?
big update coming for the Mythic Legions diorama tomorrow. I've got like, oh man, it's looking pretty good. I've got so much stuff up. I've got my like decorative shields up. My blacksmith shop's almost painted. I've got my pub set up, so I got the table. I'm working on my animal kingdom with all the trees. So if anyone's seen my Ewok village set up, it's going to be like that, but for 1/12 and kind of improved. Yeah, so lots of stuff coming up, and we're gonna get back to WMC next week. So, yeah, man,
Awesome.
lots
Awesome.
of
Yeah.
Is and I'm sorry, I might have just blanked on you, but did you say anything about the shootout?
yeah. So we're getting back to that next week. But actually, we're starting to get on a different front. My band, we're starting to get some of our demos back from the studio. So they're called proof demos. So the studio guy sends them to you. The band listens to them. They say yes or no, or more of this, less of that. So I'm gonna have a whole bunch of stuff coming up on Enemy Sons on YouTube coming up shortly here. So yeah, busy
Nice.
between the toy creation, customizing, band stuff,
Um,
and all that craziness. Yeah, I'm a pretty busy guy right now.
I just want to thank Tone for stopping by in the chat, and definitely give him a follow on YouTube if you guys aren't aware. He has a show that he does himself, so give him a
Banter
follow.
and battle.
Yes, thank you, Fannin. Okay, so all right, Well, Famine, what has been going on with you lately?
Well, it's Famine's turn.
I have been a busy little bee, working on some things and setups around the studio. I don't think I sent over pics, but it wouldn't surprise me if there were some. But yeah, October's usually a busy month for me, decor and horror wise when I'm doing it. But this year, just with taking over my house and helping other people get their Halloween stuff in order. I did a couple of props. I had posted some pictures of some jack-o'-lanterns that I had done, blow molded Halloween jack-o'-lanterns. But as far as figures go, I did a handful of zombie figures, which I actually was right before the show. I was setting up to take some shots that'll be up on Instagram, and I'll probably put them into a little slideshow for YouTube. But I just also shot a video. I'll give you guys a little teaser. But Funko Pop is doing these little arcade cabinets. If you don't mind enlarging me,
Bob.
I got it.
Enlarging
Yep.
it.
they've done these Funko Pop
Nice.
cabinets where you can put the mini Funko Pops in. But I mean, they're great
Yes.
for what we need. And also, every metal arcade, like the mint containers or whatever that I've used to make an arcade cabinet, I've just given it a little riser higher for figures. And you can have a field day, but nobody else is making a even close to 1/18 scale claw machine.
So where you
Like,
get those?
Walmart.
Walmart.
$7.99. The whole thing that I'm doing for this video is everything that I've picked up for this video that's coming out was $10 or cheaper, because I recognize things are getting a little tough out there. Toy prices are skyrocketing. Vintage collection figures are now $20 MSRP. Not for me. I can't justify that, right? But like something like this that's under $10. This was $7.88 at Walmart. No one else is making a claw machine, right? And that's perfect for an arcade. Or if you're doing a Pizza Planet, here you go. Here's the Toy Story claw machine. And then they have different arcade cabinets. They have Sonic the Hedgehog, which I've never seen a Sonic the Hedgehog arcade cabinet. I might pick one up and redeco it for something. If you ever watch X-Files, the episode with Jack Black, they're in an arcade and they're using what's very clearly Sonic the Hedgehog's Sega Genesis music. And it always cracked me up because I'm like, that's not even a Sonic cabinet that he's standing at. But anyway, might pick one up and customize it. But they have these arcade cabinets that are, again, $7.88. And then you can open them up and put the little Funko in there. They come with these little, little tiny ones. You can open it up and put the figurine inside. But you can put a tea light in there and put an image on there, and you've got a lit arcade cabinet for your world building.
Hell yeah.
For super cheap, and then around Christmas time, you'll often see like Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man machines with mints in them for like people's stockings and small gift giving. Sometimes for Hanukkah, they do small gifts, Kwanzaa, things like that. You can get these and go ahead and just put a little riser build. I have one that's over there. I didn't get to take it out before this video, but it's in my other video. But like put a joystick, put an image in there, put something across here, and you've got an arcade cabinet. If you are like me and you're a fine purveyor of LOL shipping container collections and you get a complete set, they come with these arcade cabinets. And I just repainted this one, taped off the rainbow because I like that like retro 70s, 80s look. And I'm turning it into a different arcade cabinet instead of this bright yellow one that was there. So all of them can scale well to 118. Like the claw machine, if you really wanted to, you could probably finesse that into 118. But that's something I've been working on. The Stranger Things figures, which are out now, most places have them at $9.99 or lower. Amazon has them at $12.99 for whatever reason. But those are great 118 figures. I think they're called Stranger Things scale figures. I'd look in the container, but it's in the trash now. Yep. And he's got them here. I've got mine here too, but I was lazy.
Yeah, show his. Probably got them in package.
So, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you have a YouTube page and an Instagram page. If you wouldn't mind saying it again for the chat, Famine.
Yeah, it's Famine Studios, and on Instagram it's Famine Studios X. You will find me under both of those, and yeah, that's a great place to look.
So, Michael, if you put a figure next to that arcade scale, it is very close in scale to where you can fudge it for 1/18. So
yep, I've got a video coming out tomorrow, which will have a whole slew of. It's Star Wars. I use the Mattel Jurassic Park figures next to it. Those are all in 1/18 scale. I think I used one of the what was the Minecraft movie figurines?
Yes.
Next to it, so you'll get a whole load of them. The Stranger Things figures I picked up at Walmart. Target carries them as well, but again, it's the Demogorgon. I picked those up. The humans also scale great with 1/18. It comes with two different heads. It's got a lot more articulation than you would normally pay for a $9.99 figure. Shoulders, elbows, ball, wrist articulation with flex. Head you can swap out. It's on a ball pin. Same with the legs. Same with the feet and the digigrade legs. It's like that. There's a really great toy there. It's just an awesome toy. And then I also picked up some of the surprise blind pack containers with Demogorgons. There's each of the phases of Demogorgons, and they're in like a science tube. I say a science tube because that's the best thing that I can call them. So it's something like this, and you open it up, and it's a blind pack figure. And
that's cool.
Then you're left over with this hardy. This is a hardy container. This is not like some chintzy plastic. This is hard plastic container. Sorry for everybody listening on audio.
You got to do the throw test and throw it at somebody's head and see if it causes damage. Remember?
Yeah, I don't want to do that right now because I'm the only one in here.
Oh.
But they're hardy, cool containers, which you can use for a lot of sci-fi. They can be storage containers, parts of pipe systems, whatever. But again, these were $8.99, I think, maybe $9.99. But they come with little blind pack figures and slime. But I think the value is actually the container. But I got a
Also-
miniature Demidog, which is
Nice.
a little smaller than I thought he would be. But then Newt, the little Newt evolutionary step of the
Nice.
Demigorgon. So I'm excited about that.
So GameStop also sells those, but they're a little bit more expensive, unfortunately. The Stranger Things figures are like $17.
GameStop's been dragging everybody's wallets through the mud, and I got sick of it, and so I stopped going, and then they went out of business. I'm not saying that I was personally keeping the local GameStop in business, but it did happen at the same time. I stopped going, and then they closed.
Hey, they're all- they're
I
all-
think GameStop's more expensive too because they have isn't it because they have the bike figures, the guys that are like the deluxe
they do
version or
have
whatever, not just the
Yeah,
single.
they do have the bikes. With
they're
them.
all switching back to EB Games in Canada. They're carrying like Joy Toy and like a bunch of cool shit now.
Yeah.
I actually asked our local we have a GameStop here, and I asked them if they were planning on doing the Joy Toy, and they were like, "What's a Joy Toy?" And I'm like, "Dude, you're killing me."
It's different
Yeah.
companies. Todd
They're not an adult shop.
Todd McFarlane's business partner bought GameStop Canada. He's changing them all back to EB Games. So
Oh wow.
gonna be a lot of McFarlane product in there.
All right. Well, since we're going with pictures, what I have, Abby, yours are next. So,
Heck yeah.
you probably have shown off these before, probably, but thought we would see them one more time.
Yeah.
You want to talk about them?
So I haven't taken a photo of them all together yet. So this is the thing I've been working on most recently. It's the Titans of the Universe submission. It's like a challenge that we're doing over on our other YouTube show, Whip Wednesday Live. It's like Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Central Time. Bleh.
Boom.
But yeah, finished them up, got them all posed next to each other for a photo.
I
Very
love
happy.
those little droids, those little speaker droids.
Yeah.
You know, I think those are like fantastic. They're, you could almost, you could damn sure see that in the Star Wars universe. You know what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, if somebody sees that, you may end up seeing that in the Star Wars universe at some point in time, probably because it was real. So yeah, that's a really good custom, Abby. Like super good.
Thanks, man.
And I know that Friday you had got a few new figures in.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Finally got my Cyberzoic stuff in.
Nice.
Yeah, so they had everything's like packaged separately. So the armors were taking a little bit longer to finish. So they had shipped out the dinosaurs a while back, but we finally got the armors and the riders, and oh my god, it's amazing.
They look really good.
That looks sick.
Yeah.
They are so cool.
So go ahead, Abby.
I will say they are a little bit finicky to get on. Like, especially the Allosaurus was a pain in the butt, but like, if you use heat and everything and go slow, it's
and that works for so many things in life, kids.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh wow,
they look really good. Like so much better. Look like they look so much better in person than they do on their pictures. You know what I'm saying? So just really good.
The spiritual successor to Dino Riders.
Yeah.
So this is actually a Dino Riders tribute. they actually got the original artist who did the package art for this set to do the package art for like basically the dragon the Dino Riders artist for this newer set, and painted all up in the same colors and everything like that. This one was unfortunately a Kickstarter exclusive, so it is not available. But yeah, no, awesome stuff. And so the crazy thing, dude, they're coming out with a comic book.
Maybe the cartoon could come next, because I would definitely just throw it on in the workshop and work on stuff. That'd be awesome. That's really intriguing.
You should see the art from the comic.
Looks great.
Yeah. But super cool. And then like a lot of the stuff that they did with this line. So all of the little guns, like on the different parts of the dinosaurs, all have the same port. So they can all be interchanged between the different armor sets. Same with all the little blaster effects. Yeah, no, it's so cool. Like, and so these like turn into, that one turns into like a little
a car,
like hover bike, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah, so basically the armor from these, well, not from all of them, right? But most of them have like an alt mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the
yeah,
armor.
so like the cat doesn't. This one you can put all the pieces together and like make the little hover bike thing, and then the other one, you can actually flip that head around and then unfold the like little cannons, and they turn into legs, and it's like a little crazy looking skeletal robot thing.
This one?
So you can kind of see it.
Yeah,
its head's actually flipped upside down, so that part with the point is the lower jaw, and then
right. Yeah. So that was one of the ones I was kind of wanting to get. It was the one that basically was like the robotic, the robotic creature that you could pretty much have just stand alone, because I was wanting to potentially get one of those just because I thought it looked cool, just as it was,
Is that the one I got, Abby? The one that has a dinosaur?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just waiting to get it, because they sent it to me, or they said they finished the order, and they gave me 0 tracking, so it's like a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Yeah, message him. Like, they're really awesome. He's got his email on the website, and if you just kick him an email, he'll get back with you.
So let me ask you this: are they because I don't like follow them as closely as I'm sure that you do, but do they have potential armor coming for have they said whether they're going to try to make armor for like some of their other dinosaurs, like the Triceratops, like
their existing dinosaurs?
Yes.
Yep. The Triceratops, they already have an armor set planned. They did a SketchUp of it and everything. It just didn't make the last Kickstarter, but yeah, all of that stuff is going to be they intentionally made it interchangeable, so it's not like, these only fit the Cyberzoic dinosaurs. The Cyberzoic ones are just basically a different paint scheme.
Right. Because I want if they make the armor set for this bad boy right here, I will definitely be like all let's see here. Yeah, like this. Yeah, like I will definitely be all in to get an armor set for this chunk right here. This was a Joe Fest purchase of mine, probably the biggest one I had, and yeah, man, I love the colors, and so
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Finally, we'll get to start doing some stuff with it. Now that Fictober is over, and I'm kind of. Let's see here. My bad.
Wrong button. I got you covered there.
You're out of control
there.
So yeah, super. I can't wait to see more of these, Abby, and because you're basically building like a dino world, right?
Yeah. So I've got some of the additional armor sets that I want to take apart, because like that thing breaks down into so many pieces. Like all the little guns come off, like, so you could totally use these parts for, other projects.
All right, so they do have another. Don't they have another wave of figures that haven't came out yet?
Yeah, so they fulfilled the first part of the second wave, but the armors and the human beings are taking a little bit longer. And then there's a third wave that's set to fulfill. They were thinking like February, March, but it's still kind of far out. So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah,
And
Well,
they had those armors on display at Joe Fest. They looked awesome.
dude, getting this thing in
yeah,
hand,
they look super
Oh my
good.
God.
Super good.
Yeah, man.
it's crazy. But this one, so this is actually a character raptor. So like the figures themselves when they come out of the factory, I mean they look really good and everything, but I, kind of want to up the, paint a little bit. So this is supposed to be like one of my characters, like dinosaur companions. So I gave it an alternate head with a wider gape. So that's like the before.
Right.
And then the last picture is the after. So I smoothed out the colors, made that blue splotch like less, I guess.
Blue.
I blended it
Right.
and
Good job, by
gave
the way.
the
Mm-hmm.
yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Put
good.
the pupils a little bit more forward facing, but yeah, that one's going to go with my darker skin chick with like the yellow shorts. I'd made a blanket and everything for it, and it's gonna have this, and I'm going to make a saddle and everything basically out of leather and all that stuff, but I wanted to get the dinosaur all painted up first.
Not bad. Yeah. So I
got-
got this one right here, and
Mhm.
it's a good one. And so yeah, I'm like I said, I love their dinosaurs. I've got a few, and like I said, I'm gonna get to live through you with this line because
Mm-hmm.
I can't get as many as I'd like to get. But I will say this: I will probably get the Stegosaurus when they eventually come out with it, when it finally gets released, because I love
Yeah.
the colors that it's in, and so yeah.
So to answer my small world, I don't have any environments yet. I am working on some stuff. But yeah, nothing has been completed.
So, why don't you let folks know where they can find your work online?
So
In case
same
they
as
don't.
my name below, Abby Normally, on Instagram. So yep.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, so I guess you have all the stuff, I guess, coming that's out right now.
For the most part, like there was basically the same set with a cat, but
Right.
different paint scheme for the cat, and it was like a green armor.
Mm-hmm.
And then the female figure is a little bit different on that one. I haven't picked that one up yet. It was one of those things where like I wanted to get two of the Kickstarter exclusives, so I kind of held off on that one since I knew that one was getting like a wide release.
Right, right.
But yeah.
No, that's smart. Yeah, get the limited
So
one
far-
first. And back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far I do. I'm
Awesome.
so happy with how these look and function. It's crazy.
Well, I
I've
mean,
got
it was kind of a big gamble. I shouldn't say a gamble, but it's like, it's like, was the armor really gonna sit on there right? And was it gonna fit on there? And so
so the
good.
guy, yeah, I totally get that. So the dude that actually does these worked with Hasbro. He actually did a whole bunch of the Star Wars Legacy figures. Like the Legacy Hut figure, he sculpted that. So, and then he also worked for NECA. So their 100th Predator, the one that's like got that crazy bug armor thing, like he designed and sculpted that. So he's like been in the toy game for forever. He worked on the McFarlane Dragons way back in the day
Okay.
too.
Well, I
Like
think
that was like where he got his start.
when they were on WMC, I think he said he did all the animals, like the animal companions were classified too.
Yes,
So
yes,
that's one of the sculptors,
Okay.
Ross.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, Ross Persichetti. He has done, I think he hasn't done all of them. Like he didn't do the first why am I blanking?
Because you're on live.
The first
It's-
wolf.
Stream.
It's
I know,
Sunday.
right?
Oh,
It's Sunday.
Timber.
That is me all the time.
Timber.
It's a
He didn't
first-
sculpt Timber, but he sculpted the warthog. I think he sculpted the polar bear, the
Yeah.
lizard, the snakes that came with God, I can't remember the Joe figure that has like all the snake motif stuff. He's one of the
Probably
co-writers.
Serpentor.
The Emperor.
Serpent-
Serpentor?
I don't know. I think it's Serpentor, yeah.
Probably Serpentor.
But
Have
Yeah,
one of those
no.
out of reach.
like, so they all of them have, you know, a decent amount of toy work underneath their belts.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Fat Red Food. You're up.
I got nothing, man. I'm just chilling. We got
You're
Pigtober done over. That was nonsense. So I'm just chilling. I'm literally just trying to organize. I thought I'd come in and just say hi.
Nice,
I'm here for the chat.
So you did a figure every day, right?
I did, and I followed the prompts, even though I never said I was going to freaking do that. I never agreed to that. Damn it, Joel.
Hopefully they're just as
I ended up doing it
recommendations. They
anyway.
weren't like
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
It's-
I said that I wasn't going to do it, and then I did. I just like the OCD kicked in, and I just okay, I can make this figure be that, and I've got this far ahead. I can do this guy for that, and then I just have to make this guy. And it turned out, I mean, I made that freaking vehicle in like 2 days. I was like, fuck, there's a vehicle. Damn it.
What?
yeah. Joel and I were talking this morning. I was like, okay, so Figtober's over. I was like, I guess we got to get back to, business with our regular posts and stuff like that. I'm like, I basically took a month off with Figtober where I was like, I'm not making these scenes. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm just going to make a custom figure and stick it up there and take a picture of it. And that's going to be it. And I was like, it's like, whenever Figtober's over, I'll go back to my routine. But it's like, well, if October's over now, I'm gonna give it a couple of days, and I guess I'll get back to it. But anyway, it was a good month of customs.
It was fun. I learned a lot. I saw a lot of really good work from a lot of different people, and that was probably the most rewarding part. I just think it's an interesting challenge. I don't think that like I will do the whole thing again next year. I think I will maybe do like every
You
other
will.
or cherry pick.
You'll
Shut up,
do the whole
Famine.
thing next year.
Don't curse me, Famine. I don't have time for that nonsense.
Yeah,
You'll see the prompts, and you'll be like, I'm not going to do the prompts, and then you'll do the prompts.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. I told Joel, I was like, man, I'm probably just going to do a few for this month, and that's going to be it. Because honestly, I just don't really feel like I have the time for it, and I'll be damned if I didn't bang out like 32 or 33 of them. But it's like most of them were just kit bashes and shit like that. So it's not like I'm working in a lab doing a whole bunch of craziness or anything. There's a few.
Yeah, but don't discount it though, man. You banged out 30 figures over, or
That's
31 figures over 30 days.
insane.
Yeah,
Don't
Yeah.
discount yourself at all.
I don't know if it's because I just had a crap ton of figures that were just sitting around. You know what I'm saying? That I just was like, okay, I guess I need to do something with some of these guys. You know what I'm saying? And so and that's one of the cool things about the 118th line is you do have a lot of parts you can interchange from all the available lines. It's like not everything is like 100% swappable or anything like that, but you can really fudge some stuff. And anyway, it was fun.
PTFE take here and there, and you're good to go.
Yeah, it's like
This guy was like the most fun to do, I think, out of all of them. It's the one I had the most fun with. This is my droid hero. I was like, I'm actually going to do this with this guy.
Yeah,
and
that's pretty cool, man.
He's just so many different things. Like he's a Ben 10 buck, some Joy Toy armaments, Joy Toy hands that are pegged into his wrists with neck pegs from Joy Toy, Boss Fight Studio shoes from their boxing blind bag. I just painted them to be Chuck T's. Just all kinds of just weird stuff. Like I have no idea where this head came from. I have no idea. I think it's either like Pacific Rim or something, but I put that hose on it. That's
Yeah,
from
that's-
like Chat May or something.
That is my favorite figure that you've done for this month, just
It's got
because.
nifty proportions.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's like simple, but it's like the fact that it's like a robot. It's just to me, it's like it fits. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's like yeah, pretty much.
What Starboy said, everything's swappable if you try hard
And
enough.
here's the thing:
For
it's
real.
like, would you have made that figure if you were not doing Figtober?
Well, yes and no. Not this specific figure. I did put chest armor pieces from like Final Faction and shit on there too, and a random piece. But I've had that buck for probably a year, 2 years. Probably when I first like moved here, there was like a bunch of toys that one of the caregivers' grandsons was getting rid of, and like at what they didn't sell at the garage sale, the caregiver gave to me. So there was a bunch of odds and ends, mostly broken toys, and I think he was missing some parts or whatever, like maybe a leg or a foot or a hand or something. But I had it, and it was like, oh, this is fairly decent plastic. It seems kind of pliable. It seems kind of durable. The wrists move, the head move. Well, I cut the neck. The neck peg was like really long. I just cut it off.
You got a question? Are those G.I. Joe Retro Cobra Trooper hands?
They are not. They are the excess hands from one of these sets of Joy Toys. So it's just spare hands from one of these guys. So
nice.
Very nice.
But
yeah, great work on that figure and the rest of them that you did.
Thank you.
That's one of the things I'll say about Figtober is, for me, it's I just kind of like follow the prompts for most of the part, and so a lot of the figures I probably would have not made variations of. The fact you got to do 30, well, you don't have to do 31 of them, but the fact that I kind of got into it, and was having fun, and then I was like, this is fun right here. So I started like putting some figures together in pieces, together.
You should be big. You should be big on the screen right now because you're speaking the gospel of toys. It's just you should be having fun with your hobby.
Yeah, I mean
it's not something that's supposed to make you miserable.
That's right. That's 100%. That's exactly right. If it's like if it's doing that, then you're doing it wrong. As they say,
lost the plot.
Right. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's other things. That can poo-poo on your life. Outside of toys and stuff. And it's like it's
blasphemy. He goes right from gospel to blasphemy. Right. You saw that, right?
It's like just they're your toys. Have fun with them. I know the prices have gone up on a lot of them and stuff, but
I would check your thrift stores because I find a lot of shit at thrift stores. Like you have to be consistent with it. Like if there's one close, just hit it up every day, every other day, because their stock rolls over very fast.
Well, I will say this: it's almost that time of year where it's going to be RossCon, like every day. Okay.
Always.
So as soon as probably about another 2 weeks, Ross will start getting and they may already have a lot at some places, but for sure in the next couple of weeks, they will have a tremendous amount of stuff that they will start unloading in their little toy section. And, anyway, it's
and if
a
you're
lot of
local
guys
Ollie's,
probably have a better selection of Ross than what I get. Because I think I have the worst Ross known to man in my town. But good luck to you for your RossCon hauls.
So, speaking of Ross, some of you already know this, but I got this at Ross 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a dope.
Was that the thing that's like $50 or something?
Yep.
Yeah. Because it's like
ATST Raider
or something. Yeah, that's awesome.
That thing was so expensive like a year ago, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like half price.
It's the only one I saw. I was like, I don't know that I can afford this, but I can't leave it there. It was the only one there. I walked up and I was like, no fucking way.
And
so I was like,
want to throw this out there for the listeners, for me actually. If anybody happens to stumble on to the Doctor Strange Wong 2-pack, for like $13. Pick it up for me, and I'll gladly compensate you for that because I basically did not get one off Amazon, and now apparently the one on Amazon is like crazy expensive to try to get. But they're like $13 at Ross if you happen to come across one. So just FYI.
What was it? This Doctor Strange what?
It's the Doctor Strange Wong 2-pack. It's basically the Marvel Comics versions of
That's
them.
the comic version. They're also getting a ton of those. All these are getting a ton of those generic classified, like paratrooper, scuba diver, like those figures. I picked up like quite a few on my way out last time.
Yeah, I did see a couple of the female
the sniper.
Yeah, sniper, but I don't really buy that line or scale really, so I just kind of left them there. But
if any of you guys need, I go to Ross almost every single day because I go on my lunch break. So I mean, if you have like if you have a list or whatever, I mean, I'm already probably annoying Rad because I've called him or sent him a couple of messages. Hey, do you want this? And you're like, no, fuck you, dude. I've seen it like a million times. But if there's, I'm on the lookout for a couple things and for people, and I don't want to them to go to waste.
Last
end
year,
up in some kid's hand.
I guess it was last summer when all the Jabba's goons started showing up at Ross. I actually probably got like 6 or 7 from like my place over like a month or two. And there was a picture of a Ross like in Hawaii or something, and they had an end cap, and I swear to God, it looked like they had like 100 figures on that end cap of Vintage Collection figures, right? And I'm like, all right, who's going with me to Hawaii to get all these damn figures? Because if I would have come across a score like that, I don't care how many figures there were. I was trying to get as many Jabba's goons as I could. I would have bought every one of them. I'd have walked to the front, got 2 carts, and I would have purchased all of them right then and there if I could have.
Into the cart.
Yeah, I would have just been like, these were coming home with me, But anyway, I don't know that we'll see those like that again. But anyway. All
that goes for the chat too. If anybody in the chat's looking for something, just send me a message.
Yeah,
if I see it, I'll grab it.
Where can people follow you at? Fu?
Fat Red Foo on Instagram, same as what you see below, FATREDFU. And then there's Numa City. That's where I have most of my world-centric stories and stuff going on over there. Other than that, you'll see me on World Makers Consortium on Friday nights with Rad and Famine and Abby and hopefully you soon again, Audi and Zilla and Collector and sometimes Tone. It's kind of a round robin or like a Brady Bunch kind of thing. But we can get
Yes.
That's
I
fair.
didn't say those words. Those were not the words I said. Well, not in the order anyway.
All right, Bob. You got anything going on? I know you got some new figures a couple days ago.
Yeah, the new wave of Super 7 Micronauts came in, and also just my order for this cool little dude from Desktop Vandals.
Desktop Vandals.
Yeah,
cool.
he does some. They're like 3 inches tall, but I mean they're still, good little bots to have in your world.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I
And
tell you, I
whatnot.
really love the one that he showed off a couple days ago. The one that had the orange.
Oh yeah.
I know it's more of a high-end version of those, but anyway.
For any toy companies watching, and you're saying to yourself like, how do I get my items in front of a massive market? If it's orange, you give it to Brian, he'll do the rest. That guy, you could put out a 5 POA most basic human figure, but if it's painted right with orange on it, Brian is about it. So
That's for damn sure. Pretty much. Yeah. I do love some orange. All right, Bob. Anything else that you get?
No, that's about it. I mean, just the Micronauts figures and this little dude, and I've been going through my old bin of O-ring parts and looking at what can I put together out of this old stuff that I've had sitting in the garage instead of buying new stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It may be a good time to go back and do some some digging in some of your old stuff
Yep.
right now to see what you can find. To maybe offset some of the prices of some of the stuff. It's like
Mm-hmm.
Go back into your toy box.
I
Go
think a
back
lot of
into the
it-
toy box.
I think a lot of us probably have an excess of figures and stuff that we probably could get to, that we don't normally get to because we're just, messing with the stuff currently at hand. But
Yeah.
I don't
think-
have enough. I don't
Yeah.
know. But yeah, no, buying secondhand or buying a used toy store, always a great option. And
yes,
we kind of touched base on it for a hot second earlier in the show. But yeah, the prices of everything's going up, and it's a good time to go through. And also, like, let's just we're hitting up Rosscon, we're hitting up Ollie's, we're hitting up these stores, and we're buying figures and their sales and everything. Let's not forget Toys for Tots and other donations like that, where we can grab a couple things and donate them to kids that are less fortunate or getting helped out, especially in this holiday season with everything going on. Always
Very
consider that
good.
too when you're out there shopping.
yeah. Not only
Very
that,
good point.
but also, it's like I'm sure there's probably a box of figures or something, sitting in either, in most of our, garages or attics or back of the closets and stuff that we don't do anything with, that we're never going to do anything with, that some kid might appreciate. You know what I'm saying? I know there's probably some of us that probably have stuff in packages still, that we haven't done anything with in a couple of years, and we're like, don't know if we're going to. So it's like maybe even drop a couple of those just as well, maybe.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Or if you see a bunch of figures on clearance at Walmart, grab a few and just make sure that clearance sticker is off of it and drop that off at Toys for Tots.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, kids are gonna get hurt pretty bad with all the stuff going on anyway, prices and whatnot.
So
wait, hang on to answer Zamont's question here real quick. So had a little membership change in the Space Case 12. There is a post about that on my Instagram, so you can check that out. One of my Figtober figures has joined the crew since Biotron left to rejoin the Micronauts. So
nice. All right, well, guys, I appreciate you coming on the show tonight. I'm glad to get to see you guys,
thank you,
hang
guys.
out with you, spend some time with you. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait to to see what you guys have coming on the next couple of Fridays, and maybe sometime before the end of the year, I might can slip on maybe a time or two or something. Maybe.
Sounds good.
There you go. Drag you back, kicking and screaming.
I appreciate all you coming on. Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I
Yep.
appreciate it. Thanks for everybody who came out tonight to watch. Appreciate you guys. Most everybody here has a YouTube channel. Give them a follow if you're not already. Every one of them for sure has an Instagram. So if you're for sure not following Instagram, do that. And so this guy here, and those two guys, they have shows, and then the rest of these people have shows. It's like all of
The
us.
other one out, I think. I don't have a show.
2 show or 3 shows in here. It seems
Wednesdays.
like. So
Or Fridays.
everybody has to have 2 streams to make ends meet these days. So it's like we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
So anyway.
And don't forget, Die Hard 3.75 is coming on later tonight. So
Okay,
there's
all
another
right.
show to check out if you're into the 1/18 scale.
Yes, for sure. Bob, are you going to be doing a show with Will next Sunday?
I don't know yet. I'll have to check. His schedule has gotten a little wonky lately due to some
Gotcha.
work and home issues. So we will find out.
Okay.
Hopefully, but if not, we'll be back there eventually.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate everybody watching, and for the people catching it on the replay, thank you too. I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you
Always
guys
love our replays
next
live.
time, and have a good week.